Okay, hello. So as of like 2 minutes ago, I just finished talking about the intro to InDesign and what that was all about. What I want to do is introduce you to your next little assignment. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. What I want to do is you are going to design, or sorry, duplicate a magazine cover of your choice. This is another introductory assignment to get you used to InDesign before you actually have your big assignment of designing your own magazine and inside spread. Okay, so let's just start. We're done with this guy right now. Goodbye, Lily the dog. What I want you to do is you're going to go to the internet and you're going to look up your a magazine cover that you would like to duplicate. All you're going to do is you're going to just Google magazine cover, um, and you can just find one that you want to duplicate. Okay, let's find here. I want to do. There we go. And then I'm just going to get a one that I think. Let's see. I can do that. That's pretty simple. Well, it's working. Um, yeah, I'm going to do this one instead. So what I'm going to do is that I don't want to copy this and paste it into Photoshop like I told you guys about before. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click, and I actually want to save the image because I need to save it to my drive because I need to import a picture into InDesign. Okay, and that way it won't get lost. So I'm just going to save that image, and you're going to just save it to your My Documents. I'm going to throw it into a my tutorials folder there, and I'm going to go to Sports Illustrated cover. All right, so I got my picture here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to InDesign, and I'm just going to ask you just to make it 8.5 by 11 again. My preferences are already all right, and yeah, you can just do it 8.5 by 11. Click OK. And so remember, if you need to change the preferences, you just go Edit Preferences, Units, and then you change it to from picas to inches. Okay. The next thing you're going to do is just go File and Import. Sorry, not Import. Place, and you're just going to go get that picture. Okay. So let's just go there, and right there. Okay. So it's asking me where to put it. It's going to be the wrong size. Let's just put it at, hey, that's a pretty good size. What I'm going to do, let's just bring it there. And I am going to, actually, I'm just going to use the free transform tool. And I'm just going to stretch it out. And this is going to be my size here. Now, a hint, InDesign also has layers, just like Photoshop. So let's just try and use that to our advantage. What I want you to do, the layers palette, is just should be right here. Just click on it. And yeah, we just have one layer as our basic layer. It's different than Photoshop. If you cut and paste, the layers turn up automatically. You can have a whole pile of things in one layer. You could do the whole thing in one layer. If you want a new layer, you got to make it yourself. So let's go just new layer. And this is where I'm going to do my actual artwork. This one is going to be where I'm going to put my like my background that I copied, my Googled version. Let's call that that's my template that I'm working from. So I just named that template, and the nice thing is that I'm going to recreate this, but I can show and hide that. Okay, and then I can see what I've done. The nice thing about that, it's a lot like Illustrator, the way that Illustrator works. So let's add a few things in here. Let's just add a few basic things in here, like this. The name and is the game's premier takedown artist, and then we'll add a box and we'll add this too. Okay. I know that our fonts aren't going to be perfect, but we'll give it a shot. What I'm going to do, let's just go and we're going to make a text box, and I'm going to make sure that I'm working in this layer and draw a text box for this. I'm going to type in. Okay, and let's go. Is the game's premier takedown artist? Okay, let's just try and match that up. all I'm going to do, just going to select the whole thing here, and I need to find a font that's pretty close. We're not going to have a font that's close to that, but I'm going to do my best, okay? Like there's a few, like, but I know for a fact that we're not going to have one. So let's just go grab this one. I know it's going to be kind of close. Let's zoom in. And let's just try and blow it up. And what I'm going to try and do is just match the font attributes the best I can to what's here. And that includes the spacing between the fonts and the leading, the space between the lines, and everything. So I'm going to go into, just sign that. Whoops, sorry. Let's get you back. There we go. A little aggressive with my selecting there. And let's blow that up to the right size. And like this, the bottom type, oh no, this one, let's get that. Oops. Let's try 60. I'm pretty close. It's getting a little hard to see. I'm just moving it over with the arrow keys. Interesting, if you double click, it selects the word, triple click. Oops. There we go. Does like up until where you do a return, like a paragraph return. It's the same for like Microsoft Word, everything. So let's, okay, pretty close. Now you'll see though that the letter spacing isn't quite right. Let's adjust that. Our letter spacing is like right here. Let's increase some of that. So I can go, oh, sorry, wrong one. This one right here. Not bad. I just increased the letter spacing up here. And then if you really want to be perfect, and I like to do the best I can, I'm just going to go Alt, left, and right arrow, and you can adjust each letter individually. Okay. Okay, not bad. Let's, and actually I'm just going to do this the down and dirty way. I'm just going to add spaces here. Oh, but that's here. I'll Alt left. Okay, and this one, and Alt right to just snake that over. Obviously, the line spacing here isn't very good, so I'm going to adjust that line spacing. Let's just select those layers. Going to do the whole thing, and there goes my aggressive selection there again. Okay, Control A to select all, just do the whole thing. Now, this is my type size, and it went blank because these are different sizes. And this is my line spacing right here. Right now it's set to auto, so it just automatically does what it thinks is a good line spacing. We want to tighten it up a little bit. So let's see, like 24. Oh, too big, too small. So we can use the arrows just to cheat it down a little bit. Not bad. Okay. Now we can see that these aren't perfect. In fact, it looks like this is stretched out. The font is stretched out a little bit. So let's stretch out that font a little bit. So I'm going to take this guy right here. And that's what this tool is. See how this has an arrow pointing up and down? This has a arrow pointing left and right. We can actually stretch that type out. Okay. Not bad. And then let's do the same thing with this guy. I'm going to actually, how much was this? That was 108. Okay, so let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's not the same. It's disappointing. Okay, let's just, I'm going to just tweak that. That is the technical term. Okay, so Alt, left and right. Okay, and this one, I'm going to all right, good enough. Okay, so now let's just, I'm going to select this type. I want to change it to the same color. So we're just going to change it to, double click on my type tool. Sorry, I should probably introduce that. This is the type color, kind of like in Photoshop. That's the foreground color, but this isn't the background color. This is the stroke color. So you can actually add a stroke color to that. So if I click on that and I click a stroke color, it actually adds a stroke around it. Okay, and we can adjust that if I select this and if I were to make that thicker. Okay, so if you think about it, InDesign, there's a lot of attributes that are here in Illustrator for those who took grade 10, as well as it at some points is a lot like Photoshop. So you get a lot of the best of both worlds here, and there's transparency stuff. You can do a lot of opacity stuff here too, but we'll get to that later. So all I'm going to do right now is go back to here, and I'm going to make the if now that I've attributed a color here, I can't fix that. So what I got to do is just go to my stroke here, and the weight of the stroke, I'll just make the weight of the stroke 0, and I just got rid of the stroke. Let's go ahead and make my type white, and then that's good. Okay, I'm not going to see it all that well because if I do this, then it's gone, right? Okay, but it's a start, and so what I want you to do today for the rest of this period, I want you to go get your image, go find your magazine cover, import it in, and just start doing the replacing the type, doing the type over again. I'm going to show you how to do drop shadows here. I also need you to take a picture, and the picture is going to be of you, and you are going to be on the cover, okay? Or your friend or somebody. I want you to do the photography for it. Okay? Good luck.